Ladies and gentlemen, you're in for a treat today. 50 tight ends. Yes, 50 tight ends have fantasy football relevancy. You're in for a major treat today because we're talking about every single one of them. We're looking to win your best ball league, your redraft league, and even dynasty. Because when we get to 50 tight ends, there's some real interesting rookies and real interesting guys you might have never heard of down there. Like the Giants rookie tight end, currently tight end 5 on his depth chart, and Travis Kelce is praising him. So there's a lot to talk about today. We're going through all 50 tight end rankings. And let's start it off with the clear consensus number one. If you don't have Brock Bowers number one, what are you doing? Brock Bowers, he was actually tight end 3. So, I mean, you could say, listen, number one prospect ever with Kyle Pitts for a reason. Now, Kyle Pitts was one of the best prospect tight ends too. He busted. We all know that. Now, Kyle Pitts is only 24, so I'm still yet to throw the towel in on Kyle Pitts. We'll get to that later on in the video. But Brock Bowers, he had a really solid season. Like, if we look at his total points, again, big thanks to Mason Dodd from Flock Fantasy letting me showcase this free tool. Go check out the website. But Brock Bowers, look at him, man. 1,200 receiving yards in his first season with Minshew Magic as his quarterback. Now, I know we all believe in the Magic, but Minshew, I'm not even a big Jonnu Smith fan, but I know that I'll admit, Jonnu Smith is a QB upgrade. So Brock Bowers, I love the price he's going at. You know, we have a tier of like 14 guys that are round 1 picks, 19 guys that are interesting picks, the first 19 guys off the board in your redraft league. Brock Bowers is one of those guys that's kind of falling now towards pick 20. I'm taking Brock Bowers everywhere I can. I love him. Trey McBride is my number 2 ranked tight end. Why? Trey McBride, he finished as tight end 2, and the main thing that you can say about McBride, I think that there's room to improve in one category. He had 2 touchdowns all of 2024. This guy had the worst touchdown luck you'll ever see. If Trey McBride improves on his touchdown numbers, I mean, this guy could break fantasy football. He could outscore Brock Bowers. Brock Bowers had only 5 touchdowns. I think even Brock Bowers could improve. I mean, if we look at Kittle had 8. Laporta had 7. TJ Hawkinson, he was injured, so Hawkinson had none, but we'll talk about Hawkinson later. But George Kittle has 8 touchdowns. The top 2 guys ahead of him have basically none. So if we see positive touchdown regression, I don't know why it's called regression, that's just what it is. Trey McBride could absolutely kill. So I actually have Trey McBride ranked at an ADP of 22. Again, we have the top 450 tier and just redraft guide for free in the Discord. Go check it out. As always, like and subscribe to the video. It really helps us out as a growing community and channel. Number 3 tight end. Let me make sure it is George the Skittle Man Kittle. George Kittle, listen, I've seen a lot of people put in George Kittle ahead of Trey McBride. Be wary, be scary. George Kittle, yes, if he's healthy, he is insane. I just have health concerns. I know he just signed that big, massive 4-year contract. He's 31. He still wants to play. I get it. This man is good. McCaffrey coming back in the offense. McCaffrey's going to have a role as a receiver. So I don't know how much target share there is to go around. Like, if we take a look, his target share, where is it? His target share was 22%. Compared to the top 2 guys, it was 26%. McBride was 29%. Even if MHJ takes a step forward in that Cardinals offense, I still think McBride's going to retain that big of a target share, especially as a safety blanket for Kyler. So I do love George Kittle. I had George Kittle on my main redraft league last year. He absolutely crushed. Finishes as tight end 3, but he was tight end 1 in points per game at 16. A lot of it had to do with the receiving touchdown rate, though. Any regression in touchdowns, and it could be bad for Kittle, and there's health concerns, and there's age concerns. But I do know that Kittle will be a focal point of that offense still with the 49ers. But now that McCaffrey's back, could we see Kittle blocking more? We know he's a great blocker. I don't know. Also, you could argue more red zone trips. So I see both cases. Either way, I have him safely at tight end 3, and I have him ranked at an ADP of 38. Sam Laporta is the 4th tight end we got to talk about. I have him in an ADP of 60. And Laporta, I like, the value you're getting for him. Now, my favorite position this year to talk about and to draft late is tight end. The guys that we're going to be talking about that I have ranked at tight end 10, I have them 20 spots ahead of ADP, and they're only at ADP of 100, right? So you're getting great values on these guys. One of the last tight ends that I like taking early is Sam Laporta. Laporta had 11 PPR points per game, finishes as the tight end 9. Why are we ranking him as so high? Well, let's go ahead and let's look at 2023. Oh, Laporta had 14 points, and he was the tight end 3. So Laporta regressed. Now, he did have a 0.59. Let's look at how many touchdowns he had. So he had 10 touchdowns in 2023. That is a scary thing because he had touchdown regression, And obviously, he busted as the tight end in 2024. So will we see Laporta? If you believe Laporta will be more involved in this red zone offense with the Lions, then you can say, I mean, Laporta had 7 touchdowns, so are those 3 touchdowns really the thing that made a difference? Not really. I mean, let's look at the target share, right? So 2024, he had a 17% target share, and he had 730 receiving yards. In 2020, yeah, his target share was down 4% too. I mean, yeah, so he had less targets, less opportunity in 2024, and that's the reason he busted. Also, the lack of 3 touchdown difference. I think Laporta's going to take a nice step forward here in the up-and-coming year. So I have him in tight end 4, and I like him. I still consider him an elite tight end. But if we're tiering these guys, it's Bowers, McBride, Kittle in their own tier. And then Sam Laporta is in a tier right below him, and he's the only one in that tier. I don't put Hockenson in that tier with him. TJ Hockenson is my tight end number 5. I have Hawk at 71, 11 spots past Laporta. Now, while I do like Hockenson, I do think Hockenson could return value. He's not in that same tier, and he's actually not somebody that I've been targeting very much. Let's just ignore 2024. Let's look at 2020 to 2023. How was Mr. Hockenson in those seasons? Oh, Hockenson was the tight end 6. Hockenson still gave you 13 PPR points per game, plays most of the snaps, 21% target share. And look, his touchdown rate wasn't even that good, and he was still the tight end 6. So TJ Hockenson, he is somebody where you have a rookie quarterback. Typically, I feel like, me personally, rookie quarterback, safe throws. Who do I think is the safest guy? Probably somebody that's running 10-yard little comeback routes, Mr. Hockenson. I like him at number 5. I just don't like him as much as the other guys. I'd actually rather wait, pass on Hockenson, grab a receiver or a rookie running back, because rookie running backs go in this range of ADP of 70, and then grab a tight end later, but he's number 5. Now we're going to start going a little bit faster, and listen, something very important to note. I have these guys ranked where they are because they deserve it. But I'm also going to advise you on these guys to potentially pass on them at the current value. And that's going to apply to this guy right here, coming in at number 6 and number 7. It's Mr. Njoku, it's Mr. Travis Kelce. Both of them, like Njoku was tight end 4 in points per game at 13.5. Njoku did have a pretty good touchdown rate. Do you trust the Cleveland Browns offense? You can't. You really, really can't touch that. He only had 500 receiving yards too, and Njoku never really stays healthy in my eyes. So the health is a concern. Like, he finishes his tight end 11 because of health. You bring in Fannon, they're saying they're going to run more 2 tight end sets. That's scary. I mean, yards per out run wasn't even good either. So I'm scared of Njoku because of his price. I know he's a freak. I know he's athletic. The price and the situation scare me. Number 7, I have Mr. Travis Kelce. Now, Travis Kelce, I've been avoiding at all costs. Like, if he falls 15 spots past ADP, go ahead and take him. But 2024 is bad, man. Tight end 7. But more concerning than anything is if you pull up Travis Kelce year in, year out, which we can't do right now, but every single year, the last 2 or 3 years, Kelce has declined. Worst yards per out run of his career. By far the worst receiving touchdown rate of his career. If you think he's going to get more involved in the red zone, then yeah, sure. But the playoff loss versus the Birds, man, he just looked bad. So I'm passing on Kelce at number 7. I have them ranked at ADP of 92, 93, but I'm passing on them. I also have somebody ranked pretty close to them. Again, I put all these guys in the same tier. You got Mark Andrews coming in at tight end number 8. Andrews, he's like Travis Kelce, man. Like, Mark Andrews, I don't think he's washed. I just think he's getting phased out. I think he's getting phased out for the shiny object of Isaiah Likely. If you ask me, who would you rather have, Mark Andrews or Isaiah Likely? I'd say Isaiah Likely. Kill me. The touchdown rate, 0.65 touchdowns per game. Mark Andrews was touchdown dependent. And I mean, if we look at his total points, sure, he finished as tight end 6, sure, he was still a tight end 8, 11 points per game. I just don't like relying on the touchdown dependency. The 15% target share is mind-boggling. Now, there's a chance that the Ravens just say, listen, Mark Andrews scored us touchdowns. Mark Andrews, I mean, they only look at their tight ends once they get past midfield. Let's just put it that way. Mark Andrews can still crush if he keeps up this touchdown rate. I'm scared of the price. I like the tight ends later on the draft board. Coming in at number 9, a guy that I'm way ahead of the media on, Tyler Warren. Tyler Warren, I have an ADP of 105. I think that the current ADP is like 120 or 130 on these guys. Tyler Warren, I have at 105. Like him a lot. I think he's going to be heavily involved in this Colts receiving game and potentially rushing upside as well. Now, listen, let me make this clear. One of my favorite strategies is pairing up Tyler Warren with a different tight end, because Tyler Warren early in the season, I don't like it. Late in the season, I love it. So you have to pair him strategically. Keep that in mind. Tight end number 10, the guy that I love pairing Tyler Warren with. I love round 9, round 10, the 9-10 turn. Let me cook. I pair up Warren with Tucker Kraft. Tucker Kraft, you might say, listen, there's too much competition in Green Bay. Too many targets, too much target competition, blah, blah, blah. I don't buy it. This dude, I saw a 65-yard touchdown. The big man can move. Tucker Kraft had 11 yards per target. It's the best metric you see here of Travis Kelce, of Mark Andrews, of Njoku. 3.2 yards per hour run. Again, the best metric you see right here. Like, let's pull up one of the boys in the higher tier and see what Trey McBride's yards per hour run was. 2.4. Well, what about Brock Bowers? 2.3. Tucker Kraft was good and good enough to make Luke Musgrave, you're gone, buddy. You're irrelevant. Luke Musgrave, not even in the video. So, I mean, Tucker Kraft came in like a storm, and I'm excited heading into year 3 of Tucker Kraft takeover. So I like Tucker Kraft around with the top 10. Now we're going to start moving. Colston Loveland. These guys all in the same tier, and I like to call this S tier. Now, Bowers, McBride, Kittle, they're obviously S tier. Laporta, S minus. And then it's like, oh yeah, blah, blah. Got to put these guys where they are because they're ADP. They can crush. But I'm not taking them. This is S tier because I'm taking these guys at the values that they're at. Loveland, basically Tyler Warren's clone, 2.0. Sure, a lot of target competition, blah, blah. Top 10 draft capital. Good prospect profile. If Loveland stays healthy and he gets involved in the Bears offense, he'll crush the second half of the year. Pair him up with somebody like Tucker Kraft. That's my advice right there. Number 11 is going to be Dalton Kincaid. I still think Dalton Kincaid's best years are ahead of him. 2024 was a down year, but look at what he did the first 2 years of his career. In fact, let's just get rid of the rookie season. What did he do in 2023? 9.4 points per game, tight end 14. So still not great. But I mean, when I'm ranking him as the tight end 11, like, he doesn't have to do too much better than we've seen him do in the past. In 2024, he was tight end 19. Okay, so I'm ranking him 8 spots ahead of that. I'm fine with that, guys. Dalton Kincaid, he's attached to Josh Allen, and the Bills do nothing to the receivers. You bring in Elijah Moore, you bring in Josh Palmer. I'm actually excited about Josh Palmer, so don't get me wrong. Keon Coleman, sure, maybe he takes a step forward. Khalil Shakir, I mean, he's a slot god. I mean, Kincaid, he has a role in this offense, and I just feel like Dawson Knox, like, I haven't even heard the name Dawson Knox ever this offseason until I just said his name. I forgot he existed. But I have Kincaid at number 11. Number 12, and I have to move him down boards. You know what? At number 12, before this video, I had Jonnu Smith at number 12. We're going to wait because he's not at number 12 anymore. Number 12 is going to now be Evan Engram. Evan Engram signs a nice contract with the Denver Broncos. Evan Engram, you can say, is due for a solid season. And actually, Colston Loveland, Tucker Kraft, Tyler Warren, that tier ends. We head to a new tier with Kincaid and Engram. Engram and Kincaid, it's kind of a toss-up for me. Like, Kincaid has better upside in my eyes, but I feel like Engram could also be somebody that's going to give you 12 points a week. He could end up being Bo Nix's favorite or second favorite target behind Courtland Sutton. Evan Engram had a down year, and he had 10 points per game, which is not terrible at all. If we look at the 2 years prior, I mean, Evan Engram was tight end 6. He was 12 points per game. What did I tell you? We know what we're getting. Evan Engram, don't forget, this guy was speedy in his career. But the one problem with Evan Engram is every single year I drafted him, health comes into the picture. I'm a little worried about that, and I like the other guys ahead of him a little bit better. So Engram is number 12. And now, you know what I'm going to do? Like, I'm going to put Kyle Pitts ahead. I'm big on him. Kyle Pitts, tight end 13. Now, everyone in the comments is racing. Washed. What are you talking about? Trash. Best prospect tight end of all time, and he's 24. He's the same age as R.J. Harvey, and you guys all seem to like R.J. Harvey. Kyle Pitts, rookie season. There it is. Tight end 10. Now, if we go to the total stats in that year. 1,000 receiving yards. 21% target share. 2.4 yards per out run. Kyle Pitts, he was good. Kyle Pitts was tight end 6 in total points. Now, yes, things have changed. Yes, things have changed for the worst. 600 receiving yards, 4 touchdowns, tight end 15. I'm putting him, where are we? Tight end 13? Yeah, we're at tight end 13 right now, guys. Like, chill. I'm not even ranking him that much ahead of what he did. You have Penix, a brand new quarterback. I am big on Kyle Pitts. This is his last year. I'm pretty sure this is a contract year for Kyle Pitts. If he doesn't want to get traded, if he wants to stay with the Falcons, if he wants to get paid the money that he deserves, which he deserves nothing as of right now, he's going to have to play his heart out this year. Darnell Mooney is his competition for targets. Drake London, sure, Drake London's going to have 30%, and Drake London's going to have a breakout year. That's fine. Darnell Mooney is the competition for number 2. Darnell Mooney's actually pretty good, so Darnell Mooney, give him 25% too. There's still going to be 50% of the targets up for grabs. Ray McCloud was the worst wide receiver 3 of the year last year, statistically, and that's a fact, Jack. You can go look it up. Kyle Pitts, I'm not saying he's going to be tight end 5 or better. I'm saying Kyle Pitts can be tight end 8, and I'll take that value. So I actually like Kyle Pitts a good bit, tight end 13. Oh man, almost just died. Tight end 14, I'm choking on where to put Jonnu Smith. I'm going to put Jonnu Smith at tight end 14, I'm going to put him at tight end 14 because he just finished as tight end 5. Keep this in mind. I'm never drafting Jonnu Smith. Do not draft Jonnu Smith. You should not take Jonnu Smith. Jonnu Smith should be tight end 50. Pat Fryermuth is there. Jonnu Smith, I could see him coming out being tight end 8 or better. I could see Jonnu Smith coming out being tight end 5 or better. Aaron Rodgers could just be spamming the middle short route to Jonnu Smith. That's a possibility. Or Pat Fryermuth's a past. The Steelers' offense stinks. Not a big fan of it, man. I'm not a big fan of it, and this could be something that comes back to bite me, but I'm letting Jonnu Smith fall down the draft boards. And I think we're going to be at number 15 now with Dallas Goedert. Now, you might be seeing Jake Ferguson slide, and Jake Ferguson, 0 touchdowns. We'll talk about him soon, but Dallas Goedert, he didn't have a great 2024, and health is something that is a concern with Goedert, so that's going to propel his slide. I'm an Eagles fan, man. I know. When Goedert is healthy, Goedert is good, life is good, but Goedert can't stay healthy, and that's a problem. Next guy, Jake Ferguson, 0 tight ends, enough said. Pickens comes in, more competition for snaps. He only had a 17% target share, and Pickens comes in, 0 touchdowns. Buddy, not great. Next name up is somebody I like, and I'm pretty sure I'm probably ranking him way ahead of ADP. I have him at 145. It's Mr. Ertz. And you can't argue. You can't tell me Zach Ertz should be lower. I have him at tight end 16. He just finished his tight end 10. He re-signs a 1-year deal. Could be the last year of his career. Ben Sinnott had no snaps at all. He has no competition. And I still think Zach Ertz is the wide receiver 2, maybe 3 at worst, if Debo actually shreds some weight. Zach Ertz, his touchdown rate. Look at him. Red zone threat. 7 touchdowns. He was the tight end 7 on the year in total points. He stayed healthy. He played games. And Jaden Daniels, most importantly, Jaden Daniels liked him. Commanders have a tough schedule. They're going to have to pass it. Zach Ertz, look for him to be involved. I like him a lot. I'm ahead of ADP. Next name up is Mason Taylor, which comes in at number 19. Now, I'm actually going to switch things up. I can't. For the video's sake, I can't. I missed him. I'm not going to lie. I would put Isaiah Likely ahead of Jonnu Smith. I would put Isaiah Likely ahead of Goddard. I'm very big on Isaiah Likely breakout this season, so I probably did Isaiah Likely dirty. I'm going to have to update my rankings and all that stuff. But Isaiah Likely, guys, this is somebody I am drafting. I am happily, if I miss on one of the rookies, if I miss on Warren, if I miss on Loveland, Isaiah Likely is then the guy that I'm pairing up with somebody that scores points early in the year. They're saying they want Isaiah Likely to be a Pro Bowler. Okay, say less. I'm on board. I'm involved. To make the Pro Bowl, you got to put up the numbers. His target share has been rising every single season. Mark Andrews has been declining every single season. You can't be out on Andrews and out on Likely. It's one or the other. You got to choose. Got to make a statement. I'm choosing Likely. Now to wrap up, that was the top 20. So that's number 20. Number 21, we just talked about him. It's Mason Taylor. Mason Taylor is one of my favorite sleepers. I'm 60 spots ahead of ADP on him. Who the heck is Justin Fields going to throw the football to? Arian Smith? Allen Lazard? Josh Reynolds? No. The big man, the tight end, the head honcho, Tyler Conklin. You're gone, brother. Mason Taylor steps in. I like him a lot as 21. 22 is going to be Hunter Henry. Hunter Henry has to be mentioned. Drake May, solid year. Let's take a look at what Hunter Henry did the back half of the season when Drake May started cooking. Yikes, I did not expect it to be worse. 21% target share, so that's not bad. Yards per out run was really, really bad. Receiving touchdown rate was really, really bad. I guess what you say here is maybe Drake May gets more involved with Hunter May. The offense takes a step forward as a whole. 21% target share actually isn't bad. What if Hunter Henry starts doing something with the targets? I have him ranked low for a reason. I'm not expecting that to be the case. Next name is 22nd overall is Kate Otten. Kate Otten is in best ball. Kate Otten is somebody that I will take. The coaching staff says, oh, we really like what Kate Otten's done for us. He was tight end 12 in points per game in 2024. I mean, way worse if we expand. I thought Keke Coutee did have a breakout season. No, I guess not. He was pretty trash in 2023. 2024, looking at the stats, 18% target share. You bring in Egbuka, that's definitely going to hurt the competition. When you have Baker Mayfield, though, I feel like all fantasy football assets, receiving-wise, can be attached to that offense, can have good situations, they can thrive. So I'm fine ranking Keke Coutee here. If you have Baker Mayfield in best ball, I like the stacking option. We have Mike Geske, has to be talked about. Now, Mike Geske, this is somebody that you can kind of pair. You can pair Mike Geske with one of the rookies. I'm fine with it. Now, with Geske, you're kind of going to be relying on some red zone touchdowns in my eyes. You want Geske to be getting the touchdown, the end zone looks. He only had 2 in 2024. If I'm taking Geske, I expect high PPR games. I expect a high number of receptions. And you expect spike weeks and volatility, which is what sucks. Looking at Geske, he had a 12% target share. That's not going to change. You have Higgins. You have Jamar Chase. Both healthy to start the year. Now, if Higgins gets injured, bump Gezeke's stock up, right? Like, if I'm down on Higgins, which I am, I'm saying Higgins is going to get injured. I guess you kind of have to bump Geske up a little bit, which is why I do have Geske quite decent in my rankings. I have him at 190 ADP, so basically he's still draftable. Then I have the big man, Terrence Ferguson. Now, why do I like Terrence Ferguson? Again, opportunity, good prospect profile, Tyler Higbee. Now, Tyler Higbee is also somebody that I think is notable. Higbee was involved in the playoffs. Higbee did have a solid playoff span right there, come back from injury with Stafford. So that's why I'm a little bit, pump the brakes on Ferguson. The second half of the year, big upside. Dynasty, big upside. Scary, though. Scary, especially Devontae Adams, Puka, not much to go around. Chig Okeke is it's not good. Why am I out on Chig, you might be asking? I have him at number 25. The reason I'm out on Chig is I'm big on Gunnar Helm. Gunnar Helm is a big body guy. I think Gunnar Helm's going to see some work this year. Calvin Ridley's there. Chig's going to be decent. Chig's going to be fine. Everything's red. You can't show me one thing to be excited about with Chig Okeke. I'll rewind. Back in time. So Chig Okeke, maybe he actually had a decent yards per out run the 2 seasons prior. Maybe you give him the Calvin Ridley treatment. Maybe it was the fact that he had the worst quarterback of all time, Mason Rudolph, passing him the football. Maybe Will Levis held him back. That could be the case. This could be a wrong stance. It's a decisive one. Chig, you're gone, buddy. That's my take. I'm taking no Chig this year. I don't think you guys should either. I don't think he's some glaring talent. So that's 28, 27, 25? I don't know, man. No, it's 25. The next couple names we're going to fly through. 26 is Fannon Jr. I like him a lot. If he's involved in these 2 tight end sets, then Fannon could be somebody that crushes. Almost just typed his name wrong. 27 is going to be Cole Kmet. It's not really exciting, but Loveland, he's banged up coming into the season. Kmet, he was still involved the second half of the season. Maybe Caleb Williams built some rapport with him in camp while Loveland's coming in. Realistically, Kmet, you're done, buddy. So I'm not a big fan of him. I wouldn't take him at all. I would be taking Harold Fannon. Next name, we got Pat Freiermuth. Freiermuth, at this current thing, I'm saying he's a waiver wire guy. He's a waiver wire guy coming in right here. Aaron Rodgers. What if Aaron Rodgers builds a connection with Freiermuth over Jonnu Smith? Sure, you can make that argument. Not something exciting to me. We're just going to speed run these next couple of names, man. Number 29 is Dalton Schultz. Dalton Schultz, you're slow. Not a big fan. Don't draft him. Number 30 is Elijah Arroyo. Potential is there, but he's kind of buried on the depth chart. 31, Jatavion Sanders. If you have a Bryce Young stack in best ball, go ahead and take him. If not, not exciting. 32 is Brennan Strange. Again, not super exciting. He's not the best prospect. He's not the best profile. I don't think he's going to be somebody that gives you, 8 receptions and 80 yards a game. I don't see that upside, but Brennan Strange is actually a sleeper that I wouldn't mind rostering. Juwan Johnson I have at ADP of 272. Not a big fan of Juwan Johnson, but maybe Juwan Johnson does something special. He does have a good role in the red zone. I'll give him that. And with Taysom Hill being cooked, sure, maybe. Noah Gray, Kansas City, not exciting. Noah Fant, okay. Will Dissly. Now, Theo Johnson I have at number 37. Now, why is Theo Johnson important? It's because there's this guy. What's his name, bro? Fedone? Look him up. The Giants rookie. He was a 6th, 7th, whatever it was, round draft pick. And the Giants rookie is getting praised. Giants rookie is getting praise of Travis Kelce's little tight end boot camp. So Theo Johnson, I know a lot of people are in on Theo Johnson. Theo Johnson, say it with me, years to wow us, we're not wowed. His first 2 years, he was actually dusty. Total yards in 2 years, 331. But it's okay though. In 2024, he thrived. Ingram was gone. Yeah, I mean, 300 yards in 2024, guys. Like, his rookie season, it wasn't good. They've been throwing darts at tight ends. Everything was bad in 2024. I guess 2024 was his rookie year. That's my bad. But his yards per hour was 1.08. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. The opportunity is there. So as a sleeper, like, sure, take Theo Johnson. Go ahead. Especially in best ball. Go ahead. Last round dart pick. Okay. The rookie also has some upside in dynasty league. So make sure Fedone is rostered. Let's see. Coming in at number 38, I have Gatson. Gatson has big buzz coming out of camp. Gatson's not even on this thing, man. Aronde Gatson the second. This guy should be rostered in all dynasty leagues. We're waiting for the breakout. He's behind Will Disley and Tyler Conklin. Don't mind if I do. Number 39 is Ben Sinnott. Number 40 is Tyler Higbee. I like both of them. And then you start getting into some dusty guys. The final 10, I have Tyler Conklin, dusty. But you could potentially stack Tyler Conklin with one of the rookies for early season points. Not the best, but then I have 42, Gunnar Helm, Luke Musgrave, 43, dust, 44, Dawson Knox, dust. And then the rankings just go downhill. You're out of tight ends at 44, which is how we get to the top 50 rankings for tight ends. Banger of a video. Smash the like and subscribe button. We're doing every position all year, once a week. Best content on YouTube. Peace.